The movie is good, very entertaining, but I do have some questions. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. The movie stars Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. It's a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Do you have to watch Fury Road before you watch this movie? No, you don't. Should you? Probably, because you get an understanding of the wasteland and some of the characters that you're going to meet in this story. It's told in chapters. I'm going to spoil some things for Fury Road later on, but in this movie, we spend time with a young Furiosa. She's taken from her home, and yes, it is a wasteland, but where she lives, it's really nice. They have water, they have food, they have a community. They're building a civilization within this wasteland, and she gets taken away. But when she's taken, we see early on that she was trained well and taught well by her family. She knows how to survive. She's very smart. And she's doing things to help the people trying to rescue her catch up. And it's like, yeah, she knows some things. That sequence, it's cool, but it does take a while to build up. They are taking her to Dementus, who is Chris Hemsworth's character. Hemsworth is fantastic. He's really great. His performance is great. At times it doesn't look like Hemsworth. He's doing some weird voice. He's mocking it up. You know, if in terms of like laughter, he's like the closest thing you're gonna get because the way he acts in this movie. And I really enjoyed his performance. Did I enjoy the character as much? Not really, because when we're spending time with him in like the first 2 chapters of the movie, Furiosa is just there. She doesn't say anything. And yes, he did a terrible thing kidnapping her and, with other things. But we don't see him treating her poorly. Like, we don't see him pushing her to the ground, kicking her. We don't see any of that. And it gets to a point where Dementus, who I think is just like some gang leader, he's like, yo, I want more. And he wants to be a tyrant. There are 3 towns: Bullet Town, Gas Town. They have bullets and gas. And then you have the Citadel, which is run by Morton Joe. We see a lot of it in Fury Road. And Joe's the guy. Joe is the man. Dementus goes straight to him. Like, yo, I want this place. Surrender it. And Joe's like, yeah, okay. He washes Dementus. Like, just teaches him a lesson. Like, yo, I'm the big dog. You can't do anything. And we see Dementus get smart, decides to go to one of the other towns so he can eventually start making trades with Joe. But during one of the trades, Joe is like, yo, I want her. Furiosa. And it's like, okay, you can have her. And that's, for me, when the movie got better. Because now we get to spend more time with Furiosa actually doing stuff. Like I said, she doesn't really talk. She doesn't say much in this movie. But when she spends time when she gets with Joe, that's when the movie flips for me. Not saying that the previous chapters weren't good, but I just felt better when we was with Furiosa. And she doesn't really talk with Joe or do things with Joe. She ends up on the war rig with this guy named Jack. And I'm not going to tell you how she got there, but it was pretty cool to see. And the war rig is attacked, and that's when we get Furiosa. And that's what I was here for, to see her do stuff. And she kills a lot of people, and it gets the attention of Jack. And he's like, yo, I don't know where you want to go. I don't know what you want to do, but you're good. I like your instincts. I can teach you stuff about this wasteland and about this rig. And she's like, okay, cool. But we don't get to see her at the Citadel. And that's like my question. If you watch Fury Road, and this is spoiled for Fury Road, she's trying to rescue the wives from Joe. And Joe keeps wives to have kids. And if you can't give him kids, he's like, okay, you can create breast milk or whatever. She is rescuing them from him, but we don't ever see that relationship or that connection in this movie. because we never see her really hanging with the wives. It's like she met Jack. Jack was like, "You with me now on the rig," and then it was like she's outside. We never really get to see her at the Citadel, and I wanted to see that aspect, to see like, why do you care about these people so much? When the first action sequence happens on the war rig, it's incredible. When the next sequence happens, it's incredible. Like, the action in this movie, you're gonna be like, how the heck did they do that? How did they get these people with these fans on their back, flying in the air, attacking people on top of a tanker? It's like really good stuff. Same thing with Fury Road. Like, the action sequences in there are like amazing. But for me, spending time with Furiosa was good. I just wanted more answers. Like, we got a lot of backstory, like her spending a lot of time with Dementus, and now we know it's a revenge story, but we just didn't get that little bit to show her as a person dealing with these wives. I enjoyed the movie. Thought it was really well done. Was it a little long? Yeah, because it felt like it dragged at the end, where it was like, okay, this is where revenge is. Nope, we got another 30 minutes and a 40-day war to get to before she can get her revenge. And it's like, all right, did we need all of that extra stuff? Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed Fury Road. Should you go watch it? Absolutely. Watch it in theaters. Watch it with a crowd. Watch it on the biggest screen you can, because the action is going to really get you. I thought the movie looked fantastic. The performances are really well done. I enjoyed it. So those are just my thoughts on Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. If you watched the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Deuces.